BlackRock isn't launching a stablecoin to compete with Tether. They're launching it to erase Tether. BlackRock is building its own regulated digital dollar, a fully backed, institution-grade stablecoin. They've engineered a new settlement layer that delivers everything USDT offers. But with one advantage Tether will never have: the explicit approval of the US regulatory machine. That single difference turns this from competition into existential threat. Tether dominated the last decade because banks refused to give traders what they needed: a dollar that could move 24 hours a day, without waiting for wires or clearance windows. Tether filled that gap. It wasn't elegant, but it was relentless. And the market rewarded that reliability with more than $100 billion in circulation. But BlackRock's arrival flips the table. Their product isn't built for traders. It's built for lawmakers, banks, clearinghouses, and the institutions that shape the global financial stack. Tether wins on speed. BlackRock aims to win on authority. BlackRock's pitch is clean and dangerous: a digital dollar backed by regulated custodians, full transparency, and institutional oversight. It behaves like an ETF wrapped in code. They aren't trying to convince retail users to abandon USDT on Binance. They are targeting the gatekeepers. They want the entities that decide which dollar becomes the default unit of settlement for all regulated flows. If exchanges and banks quietly migrate to BlackRock to avoid regulatory heat, Tether doesn't just lose market share. It loses the engine that keeps its liquidity dominant. There's a deeper layer. Governments want a programmable dollar. They want compliance, traceability, and tax enforcement. But launching a full CBDC is political poison. BlackRock offers the escape hatch: a privately issued, institution-aligned digital dollar that gives regulators the oversight they want, without the political cost of a CBDC. That positions BlackRock not as a competitor to the state, but as an infrastructure partner. And you don't beat the state when the state decides it prefers your rival. Tether's defense is ubiquity. USDT thrives where legacy finance is slow, fragmented, or politically constrained. It is the dollar of the internet: permissionless, borderless, always on. Regulators may prefer BlackRock, but users still prefer Tether. And the more actual economic activity flows through USDT, the harder it becomes for any compliant alternative to replace it. This war won't be decided by headlines. It will be decided by whichever dollar the world reaches for when money must move instantly. One is backed by institutions. One is backed by usage. And that decision is already being made in real time. The world is choosing its digital dollar in real time. One path leads to a state-aligned, institution-controlled rail. The other leads to a permissionless, globally adopted network that refuses to slow down. The outcome decides who controls liquidity, settlement, and influence for the next century. And neither side can afford to lose. If you want the full picture of how this war escalates and what comes next, watch the next episode. This story is only the opening move.